What is going on, guys? I am here at Golden Gate Canyon State Park, just a little west of Golden. As you can see, it's a little bit different of a trip. I got my whole backpacking bag. This is my first backpacking trip of the year. Hopefully have a lot more. But right now, I am going to be heading over to my backpacking site. So you guys are going to come along for the hike, the adventure, and I also have my fishing poles, which you can see right there. I'm going to try and do a little bit of fishing as well, too. Maybe a catch and cook. All right, I'll see you guys on the trail. I'm very excited about this backpacking adventure. Again, being the first one of the year. It's a little bit of an incline. But I decided for Labor Day weekend to kind of like get away from everything. Obviously, it's the election year. There's too much politics everywhere. And I was like, I want to get out of the heat. I want to get out of the city. Just want to be one with nature. All right, made it to an intersection right here. And if we decide to, just so you guys know too, I parked over at Bridge Creek. The CPW officer was saying that would have been the easiest way to get to my backpacking site. But anyway, this long trail right here, over here, this is all part of the mountain line trail. Going this way, if you decide to make a right, it's going to go over to Knott Creek, which is about 1.2 miles. And then if we make a left, you'll continue on the mountain line trail, and then Forgotten Valley, 0.7 of a mile. And then this continues as the Burrow Trail, and that leads up to Windy Peak, which is 2.6 miles. For me, it's going all the way to Forgotten Valley. That's where my backpacking site is. And very close to it, is a little fishing pond. We are very, very close to my backpacking site. And it's probably around, I'm at 1.3 miles, but also have to account for some little bit extra steps to get some of those walking cinematic shots that I did. But just, I believe it's just right over this hill, and then we just go around the bend, and it's right there. All right, guys, I just made it over to my campsite. So I'm just gonna say this right now. If you stay here and backpack and you decide to go to Forgotten Valley, which is where I'm at, and you decide to choose site R, which is the site that I chose, I think it's the highest one out of the 5 backpacking sites around here. And when I mean highest one is like, when you see the bare box, you still have a lot more incline to do, and it's actually really steep. I would say actually this one is the steepest part. You can kind of see all the way. You can't really see that much because of those trees, but whew. All right, time to set up camp, and then might grab my pole, my fishing pole, and go down to the little lake and try to do some fishing. My tent is all set up, and you probably saw a little bit in the time lapse that it's about as green as the luscious trees right behind me. Foliage is slowly starting here the eastern portion of the state. We're really not going to see the colors pop, I think, a little bit more so till like mid to late September into October. But here is my tent right here. This is a Nemo tent. I love Nemo, and I got this for a bargain. REI does not sell this brand anymore, like, not say brand, but this version of the tent anymore. So you're kind of stuck with like the new stuff. I only paid $168 for it. So, but this is it right here. I'll show you guys on the inside really quickly. Here's the inside. Got my sleeping bag, a Nemo sleeping pillow, and then I also have a Nemo sleeping bag. So you can tell I like Nemo a lot. I'm gonna take my bag and we're gonna go stop at the bear lockers. We're gonna drop off some food and some stuff, and then literally right across, this is gonna be a little fishing pond. We're gonna try and see if we can catch ourselves one trout. That's gonna be our goal, is to catch one trout, and then we're gonna head up here and have a good dinner. So I just came across this historical building, and at first I literally thought like you can stay in it, but you can't like go in it, I don't think. Like, they have a padlock on it and everything, but they have a nice little swing set. But it's really cool. And then they have another one all the way in the back. I'm trying to keep the shadow out because the sun is setting from the west and I'm facing towards the west, so it's not really going to make for a good shot if the lens is right in the middle. But there's the lake, and I decided to come on the other side because we have a camper on the side that where the main trail, the mountain lion trail, is. So we're gonna go down here. Check this out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we got fish actively feeding off right here. There's so many of them just feeding off right here. So I think this is probably going to be a good place to cast since they're all actively feeding. All right, guys, so what we have is, I just have some power bait that I just got at the store earlier. I didn't think that I don't know, it's probably going to be very hard to try and find some live bait. For instance, like dragonfly larva, which is like trout's favorite. In terms of our setup, basically I have a slip float setup that's going on right now. So if you can see, got a slip float, got an egg sinker, and then I have my hook, which I'm gonna go ahead and put some, this is just some old power bait, so I'm gonna put some new one on and we're gonna go fishing. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on a long sleeve because the bugs are really starting to come out, and hopefully we'll get a little Pop down. Guys, look what landed on me. This is a big dragonfly. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Look at that. Well, there was no luck trout fishing this time. I think now that I know about this area, I think a fly rod and having a fly would be a better option than trying to do like bobber fishing, because it's very shallow water here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back over to the campsite. I did bring some dinner for tonight, which is some beans, corn, rice, as well as some butter noodles. So we're gonna go ahead and cook those up, and then we're going to wrap up this day. I'm sorry, I get a little distracted because this is just so, it's so beautiful. Since we are heading back, I decided, because the sun is really kind of already starting to set, it's right over there, I thought we can go take a look at some of these little historical buildings. So here's one of them. It's really cool. Got a couple more. One right here. And it looks like we got one more. And this one looks like complete ruins. So it looks like we had 5 different buildings right here. I'm trying to think, was this all part of maybe some mines? But I'm not, just kind of quickly reading it, I'm not really seeing anything. The family trees right here. This is really cool. That is really cool. All right, back at the campsite. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start rehydrating some food. Maybe like this rock. I want something that's flat. Yeah, I think probably maybe somewhere right here. I'll go ahead and set up my stove and stuff. We'll get cooking. So I got my bear vault right here. They do provide bear lockers, so if you are gonna backpack here, do some backpacking or backcountry or however you wanna say it, they're gonna tell you to use the bear lockers. I brought this bear vault because I didn't know if they're gonna have bear lockers or not. And then second, I still want to get some practice, since I'm still semi-new to backpacking. I still wanted to get a little bit of some practice on putting food in here, what the weight's going to be like, and all that stuff. I got a new, they kind of add on to like my cooking collection. Kind of like a big pot. I think this is what we're going to use tonight to go ahead and cook, rehydrate noodles and stuff like that. And then I have this pan right here, you guys can see. This is from a company called Malone, and I'll put a link in the description. I got it on Amazon. My butter noodles, 2 cups of water, or if you're in the metric system, 16 fluid ounces. So we're gonna go ahead and dump everything in here like that. Make sure you always have a garbage bag too. I'm gonna turn this down just a little. And then I got this little spatula that came with that kit. I'm gonna go ahead and stir this around. I'm gonna have to keep the camera down because I gotta hold on to the pot. All right, so while my butter noodles are going ahead, they're boiling, they're cooking right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just close this out. I know this camera does pretty good in low light, but I kind of want to have a little bit of some time to myself, stay off the camera and stuff like that. So this is day 1. It's currently September 1st, so the beginning of September, Sunday, September 1st. Tomorrow is going to be Labor Day, so obviously September 2nd. I'm only camping here for an overnight trip, and I'm gonna go ahead and get eaten. I'm gonna stretch a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hop in my tent and get hopefully a good night's sleep. And it's a very, very beautiful night. very beautiful over here. So, all right, guys. Well, that will do it for day 1, and I will see you guys tomorrow or Labor Day for day 2 to kind of finish up this whole backpacking journey. Till then, see you guys later. Peace out. Ooh, I'm back, and that's because I have my headlamp right here, just in case you're wondering. But anyway, I totally forgot to take a 10 cup shot. It's like a spooky 10 cup shot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Good night. Good morning, guys. This is day 2. It is Labor Day, which is September 2nd. Time is around 8:17 in the morning. I'm going to be getting up, going to have breakfast really quickly, going to pack up this campsite, and then we're going to head back to the car. I'm not really going to be filming that much this morning, so that's why I'm just including this here in just a one video part, but we're going to get up. And I will say this too, I don't know if you guys ever tent camped before. Well, it actually left now, I think. But like, when you have that gap space in between, like in your tent, where you have like the mesh screening and then you have like your rain fly, that there's always a fly that always gets stuck in between it, and it doesn't know how to get out, and so it just buzzes around and stuff like that. It's a stupid fly. All right, I am up. I have my food right here. Had to do some backcountry poo, and I'm gonna be on that topic really quickly. I feel like Miranda Webster from Miranda Goes Outside. She used to work for REI and did a segment for REI called Miranda in the Wild and stuff. She talks about poop a lot, which is actually really funny. I love her segments. I'll go ahead and link her new channel down, Miranda Goes Outside, in the description below. But there is one thing, and it's even on my bag. I'm going to show you this. This is an Osprey 65 liter Atmos bag, and I'm going to show you guys this right now. I don't know how well you guys might be able to see it. See how it says leave no trace, and it has like all like 7 different steps to leave no trace. I'm gonna bring that up because when I was trying to find a little cat hole to dig somewhere, I found TP, like a rock holding the TP down, I guess to show people and say, hey, you know, I pooped here, you know, don't leave it. Like, seriously, like, this is one I have to pick up too right now. It's something like this. I saw this here and I was like, are you kidding me? You pick up other people's crap, literally. Leave no trace. It's rant time, basically, as you guys can tell. If you can't practice leave no trace principles, then you shouldn't be first backpacking, since this is a backpacking site. If you can't even do it while hiking, then you shouldn't be hiking either. In fact, you shouldn't be doing anything out on trails if you can't do leave no trace principles. So if you guys believe that, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. All right, well, I made my attempt to try and make some pancakes here, and I couldn't get past like the first one without it looking like this. You can already see towards the middle where it's already hardened up and everything like that. So I guess pancakes, not really feasible in the wild. Hey, you got to give it a shot. I'm just gonna eat that little bit. That's pretty much it. I think that's all I'm gonna call it for. I'm taking the rest of the mix home. I'm probably gonna make some more pancakes when I get home with some eggs. Yummy. So this has the bananas, peanut butter, that's the other thing I forgot, some oats, as well as some cinnamon, and I put this all in here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm waiting for this water to boil. I approximated maybe about a cup of water or so, and then I'm going to dump it all in there, and I'm gonna let it rehydrate instead of pouring it inside a baggie, because I've heard some things with baggies, if you heat it up in there, that I don't know, baggies can leak a little bit of some plastic or whatever it is. See that little bear spray? Going back to that leave no trace. All right, I just got done rehydrating my oats, that little like contraction that I made basically. So it kind of looks like this. So obviously the darker color is all the peanut butter. You can see the oats, bananas, like here's a banana right here. It's not anything fancy like where you make at home, but hey, it has the PB Fit powdered peanut butter, so that packs in a lot of protein, really healthy. Oats are really good too, easy on my stomach. Cinnamon a little bit for some taste, and then bananas for potassium. All right guys, well I am all finished, and it's just really cool because now this is how it was before when I first arrived, and everything is back in its original bag and pack and everything like that. So again, I have the Osprey 65 liter Atmos version. I love this backpacking bag, worth the money. Anyway, so I'm going to be heading back to the car. I'm not going to be recording during time. This is going to be my time to be able to still kind of reflect with nature, have my own time to myself. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you guys one last of the views really quickly. This is my campsite. That's all packed up, and then the sun is right up there. And this is the path that we're going to be taking to head back down and hop back onto the Mountain Lion Trail. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for this quick little backpacking journey here for Labor Day weekend. I will see you guys in the next adventure. Peace out.